Hey, what up? I'm Pat 4 Stacks from Aironautikz. Let's see if we can get that bass pounding. Okay, so first off, I'm gonna do, I gotta load me in some tracks real quick. And it's gotta be external MIDI because I'm about to play the first track in from the chord. And I'm gonna play it in as an audio track. So I'm gonna add in an audio track. A mono track would be cool. I'm gonna load it into input 2, which is down here on my interface. You can't see it right now. I'm gonna set it record enable, and I'm gonna input monitoring in there. Also, I'm gonna go ahead and load that track to. I'm gonna save the information on that file to. I have a recording folder on my desktop, and I think it's called recordings actually. So I'm gonna put it there. It already exists. Do you want to replace the folder? Replacing it will overwrite its current contents. No, we don't want to do that. So we'll name this new track folder. Okay, that's what we'll do. And I'm gonna save that. So now all of our information coming from the chord, which now is picking up all of that coming out of the speakers. Chip, 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 chip. I don't know where it's picking it up at. Is it picking up out of here? Chip, chip, chip. No, it's actually picking. I don't know what I did here. Let's see here. Oh, I got my microphone right now in Logic Pro preferences set to the computer, to the built-in microphone. So now it's actually coming out there instead of the audio USB. So I had to go into my audio presets and change that back to audio box. Now you no longer hear the feedback from my microphone, and now it should be playing. Yep, there we go. So that's output 2. We want to make sure that we got output 2 on the interface down here turned up, so that when it's recording, it'll actually pick up what's going on in there. We'll load a drum track just so we can, for the purpose of tempo and stuff of that nature. We're gonna do the Paris House remix kick, I guess. That ought to be good. Well, let's put in the claps. We'll put in the claps, and that'll function as our metronome. So. And that's going at 120 right there, which is okay. We could pick it up some if we really wanted to. And then what we're going to do is just hide our media. And let's take that loop up to 16 so that we can actually have a 16 bar loop, which will give us 8 bars to actually set up a presence. And then it'll give us 8 bars to actually make a transition or make a movement, which would be really cool. So. So that's what we're gonna roll with right now. We got an A here, followed by F, followed by a B, followed by a C, followed by a D, and followed by an E. So we're going, and we're descending down the same exact pattern as well. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna do that straight up for 8 bars or 8 measures, and then the following 8 measures we're gonna transition that period by playing the same exact pattern, except for the pattern is gonna be set to arpeggiation on the same tempo, which is 120. Alright, let's rock and roll then. Actually, another valuable piece of information that I got from a guy I studied with named Clifford Southern was the fact that you want to make sure that if you're going to do a whole bunch of different stuff, if you're going to do different things, that you want to go ahead and load those things into different tracks, because it enables you to for a better mix. You know, if you try to load all this jam-packed stuff, you know, if you want to do all that kind of stuff, you're not gonna be able to mix it and go back and you know, it's like drawing something. You know, when you draw it with a pencil, of course you can go back over with a pen, and then you can go back over with the color, and you can go back over with paint, and then you can go back over it and seal it, and you can do all these other sorts of things on top of it. But if you do all of those things in one track, you can't take it back apart. You know, it's almost like doing the track in permanent marker. You know. But anyway, I'm gonna go back and I was ranting anyway. But I'm gonna go on to the 9th through the 16th track, and had to make sure that was 16 bar, yeah. But I'm gonna go from the 9 to the 16 with a little bit of arpeggiation, which will, you know, really get that thing in there moving, get the rhythm in there moving, and get a saturation of emotion flowing. All right, so we're gonna go ahead, for the purpose of time, go ahead and fast forward the loop of recording up to track 19, and we're going to set the arpeggiation on the synthesizer, and I'm going to let you guys hear how this will be. So it's going to be like that for the 9th through the 16th bar, and that in addition to the transition from the straight down beats, or 8th notes, I think it was, in the 1st to the 8th, that's going to really spice things up a bit for us, and at least for our listeners and our party goers, and that's really what it's for. You know, it's not for us. You know, we enjoy making it, and this is the fun part right now, but man, what we're doing is we're really we're not creating songs, we're creating feelings, you know? People don't buy songs, people buy feelings. Messed that one up. You gotta listen to that tempo coming in, but it's all good. I don't know why it's got the release set a little bit lengthy on the synthesizer. That's what'll happen to you. It'll tend to appear as though it's getting off beat, but literally what really is going on is you're on beat. It's just that the release isn't set to cut off at a timely fashion, so that you can get to that next, so the synthesizer can get to that note that you're already pressing. So you know, for lack of time, you know, we're not gonna take the release off. We're just gonna manually release the keys earlier. So let's see what we can do. Still doing the same thing. That's all good. We'll make this work out some kind of Let's just try it again. See what happens. Now we got the first 8 with the straight up and down. We got the 9th through the 16th transitioning into arpeggiation with our claps in the background just to establish a, you know, we love robots and everything here, but I mean, you don't really want to feel like you're stuck inside the box. So, you know, every now and then, don't record to the metronome. You know, change the metronome and set you some claps or some snare drum or something like that. So it feels a little bit more organic, as you know. But let's see what we got. Sound pretty good, man. I dig it. Alright, now what we're going to do next is we're going to add in another track of drums, but now since we remember that we had that track in there that was just establishing a tempo, this is where we kind of go back and start swapping out things that we did just for the establishment of building and gaining our foundation for our track. Because essentially what dance music is, it's a lot of layers, you know what I mean? It's a big old building, and I mean for all practical purposes, that's what music is anyway, you know? It's a big old building, and what you do is you build it artistically with sound, and through the process of listening, what you do is you go and you pull apart and strip apart every single brick except for what's on the bottom. You don't take away the foundation because there'll be no song. But when you want to create, like for story writing, you know, you have the climax and you have the rising action, you have the falling action. During the process of the song, you do actually remove the foundation from the song so that it'll leave that you know, that it's almost like a dangling modifier, you know. They say you know, they say stuff like let me think, you know, like just say the word and don't say anything else after it. Everybody's sitting there wondering, like, and what? You know what I mean? And that's what happens when you remove the whole foundation away from the song. They call it a drop. It's an awesome thing. Beautiful thing, man. But, you know, you guys, I'm going to go ahead and finish building the track up. You know what I mean? Peace and hasta la vista for now. You know what I mean? If you want to hang around and listen to me build the track, it's all good. You know, I'm going to sit here and build the track. You know, chances are I'll probably post a link below so you can check it out or something like that at the end. Come all, be all, whatever. But, you know, go ahead, subscribe to the channel down below. Check that out. And check me out at www.aironautikz.com. Peace.